Hello, I'm Meg Salyer, and I'd like to welcome you to the Ward 6 Council Show. We have a special treat today. My friend Ray Beachy is here, who's CEO of Sunbeam Family Services, and he's joined by Kelly Dupuis, who has a long title. I think it includes marketing and development.
You're
so
exactly
those
right.
are two really important things to do, and we'll get to talk all about that. But we had the most wonderful morning the other day. It was, at long last, I know from Ray's perspective, the groundbreaking for a new campus for Sunbeam. And I thought maybe just to begin with, for some of our viewers that don't know about Sunbeam and the incredible role you've played in this community for more than 100 years, tell us a little bit about the history and what Sunbeam does.
When you say the incredible role played, that is Sunbeam. Sunbeam was founded in 1907 by a group of 14 women. They were deeply concerned about the numbers of orphaned and abandoned children walking the streets of this community way back when. They decided to develop a children's home, rented a two-story frame house over on East 7th Street, and set up shop and took children in. We were there for about 3 years, and it burned to the ground. No record of any injuries or deaths. We relocated to another two-story frame structure at 620 Northwest 21st Street, bought that property, and we have, that was in 1912.
Wow.
Sunbeam has provided services for children during early childhood years, foster care, counseling clinic, at-home support for seniors at that address now for 101 years.
Oh, Ray, that's absolutely an amazing story. It was so heartwarming to hear that, and you've been sort of quietly nestled in the middle of Heritage Hills, Mester Park area, providing these amazing services. There's a great story that I recall from the other day about how much you paid for the building and your financing terms. Why don't you share that, because people will giggle today.
There was an $1,800 mortgage on the two-story house. We put $500 down and assumed that mortgage at 8% interest.
So all of us are now having a heart attack thinking about having to pay 8% in interest.
Our monthly payment was $40.
Oh, I just love it. So you did follow on by saying your very generous new banker has provided you some slightly better terms than that.
Slightly better terms and
build that new facility.
borrowing a lot more money.
Yeah. $1,500 isn't going to make it for this project. Kelly, tell us a little bit about the new facility.
Well,
First of all, where are you? And
well, we are not too far away from where we currently are, where we've been for 101 years. And so we will now be located on Classen in between 13th and 14th. Our new address is 1100 Northwest 14th.
Great.
And what is exciting for a lot of things, but we will have more people that will drive by in a day than we do in a full year at our current location.
Lovely.
And Ray talked about our history, and we have evolved from those beginnings to do what we do today. So today we provide counseling, early childhood education, foster care, and senior services. We serve mainly the poor and the working poor, which equate to vulnerable children, vulnerable seniors, and vulnerable families. So with our new home, we will be able to do more and serve more, this will be the first time that we have all of our services under one roof, and we are on a bus stop, which is going to make us more accessible.
we're really happy about that. There have been a couple of important facilities built recently in our community that aren't served by public transportation, and it makes it very complicated. So thank you for the thought process of being sure that there was a bus stop right outside.
Well, we are absolutely thrilled because a lot of the people we serve, they do have transportation issues. And we want to make it as accessible to the poor and the working poor and the people who need us so we can reach more in the community. We are so excited. We have had a great architect work on it. Reese and Associates is on our project.
Wonderful.
And Flintco will be building.
Great.
So we broke ground last Wednesday, so stay tuned, and we will be driving by all the time and parked out there to see as it progresses.
Well, we can't wait to see it start to come out of the ground. First of all, you've taken a really important corner in the city and have taken down a structure that had been vacant for as long as I can remember. Maybe
Been boarded up since 1995.
Yeah, that's always going to say 20 years probably. So how wonderful to bring life back to 14th and Classen and add such an important anchor for the community. And again, the services that you provide reach such a broad spectrum. Talk to us a little bit about your early childhood efforts with Educare and some of your partners.
Well, Sunbeam has been a provider of high-quality early childhood education for children of disadvantage for many, many years. It was part of the Sunbeam Homes program. During World War II, women went to work outside the home in great numbers for the first time. The city contracted with Sunbeam to license anybody else that went into the daycare business, if you will, back then. So because of our work in early childhood education and the fact that we were the early Head Start grantee for Oklahoma County, we were invited to participate in some discussions about bringing the Educare model to Oklahoma City. And before I knew it, we were asked to be the managing partner of Oklahoma City Educare. It is a program whose standards exceed those of early Head Start and Head Start. We have more teachers in the classroom. We have better qualified teachers in the classroom. We're part of a national research project on early childhood education and neurological development in young children. We have a local independent evaluator that is evaluating our work and the growth and development of the children and the families.
Ray, that's
that are
amazing.
In the program.
So we'll be able to watch those kids that started out in the program and see how they progress as they get into early elementary school and then all the way through. I mean, being able to have those metrics is something that's been sorely lacking, I think, as we try to create some of these new models. So congratulations. It's fabulous. And the facility itself is down on South Grand Boulevard.
That is correct. 500 Southeast Grand, just east of Shields.
Right, and right there with Cesar Chavez Elementary
Right next door.
So
yeah, we did that as a partnership through the Oklahoma City MAPS office. MAPS for Kids built Chavez, and we shared a 10-acre tract. We paid for our 4 acres. But that partnership with Cesar Chavez is very important. And I think it's also important to note that Educare is a partnership. Included is Sunbeam, the Inasmuch Foundation. They're the lead philanthropist. The Community Action Program, our Head Start grantee.
Great.
Oklahoma City Public Schools that passes through state pre-K formula funding for our pre-K classrooms. And United Way.
Wonderful. And George Kaiser Family Foundation, to a limited extent in Oklahoma City, and then they've got the same kind of an operation in Tulsa. So we're working in both metropolitan areas to see
he helped build our building. He contributed $1 million toward the building campaign.
Absolutely wonderful. May I switch gears and go to the senior side then and talk to us a little bit about the services that you provide to the senior community?
We use senior volunteers, primarily persons over age 60, that are no longer working, looking for purpose in their living. We place them with other seniors who are homebound, fragile, have limited social contact with others. And through this relationship between the volunteer and the client, we experience a win-win. The companion volunteer does experience purpose in their living, which every one of them will say that is the key to staying young, having a work to do. The client they serve has gone from being isolated and lonely to experiencing connectedness and belongingness. Now, with that volunteer in the home, we can do that for about $1,600 a year. Had that same senior had to be placed in a nursing home, it's going to cost about $42,000 a year.
Ray.
So it helps improve the quality of life for the volunteer and the client, and it does so at a much lower cost than it would be were the client.
Well, tell you what, while we're talking about dollars and cents, I'm going to ask Kelly to put on her hat that's about development. And we've had a very successful capital campaign so far, but I know you're still trying to raise some dollars. So
we sure are.
How do people find you if they'd like to help your mission?
We are still in need of help. Our goal for our capital campaign is $12 million. And that will provide everything we need, the building, furniture, endowment, all those things that will give us a great start and make sure we're set up for success for for many, many, many years
I say
down
for the
road.
next 103
Next
years.
103 years, yes, correct. So online at sunbeamfamilyservices.org, you can of course see our renderings, and you can sign up to help. We are looking for more people to give and help us reach that 12 million goal.
So I'm going to say it again, sunbeamfamilyservices.org.
Yes. And there you can get online, see our images, and help us out. And you can click to donate. We have raised to date just over 10 million, and so we are thrilled. We are absolutely thrilled, but we do have a ways to go, and we do need help from those in the community to help us reach that goal.
Wonderful. If they wanted to call your office, how do they
Call
do
me.
that?
You can give us a call at 405-528-7721.
Okay.
So, and you can also email me if you'd like. It's kdupuy@sunbeamfamilyservices.org.
Perfect.
Yes, thank you for asking.
Well, no, we want to make sure that all that information is out there. You also use volunteers, and so folks that are
Extensively.
we do.
interested in the mission, this would be a great place also
Yes.
to call or get involved.
On our website, we actually have a volunteer link, and so you can come on and see if it's just you and you want to come volunteer for a day, or if you want a more regular type of experience. We have a lot of opportunities for you. If you want to come in a group or your family wants to come, we have a lot of experiences for that as well. As Ray was talking about Oklahoma City Educare, where we serve 212 at-risk kiddos ages birth to 5, we have a huge need because volunteers are really a part of our program, and so if you want to come and hang out with some amazing kids, hug and rock some babies.
Yay! Doesn't that sound like a good idea?
I know.
Can we leave as soon as we're finished here?
We can go. And, you know, we always tell our folks who come in to volunteer, you will be a rock star. Everyone will want to read to you. Everybody will want to sit next to you. And you make a huge difference in the lives of the children we serve just by being a caring, safe adult in their life. So, and we have a lot of other opportunities. We have opportunities in foster care, providing child care for our children in foster care while our parents are in-service training. We have other opportunities in senior services and counseling.
So I'm going to recommend that everybody take advantage of the website, get in touch. This is a wonderful organization. You know, there are very few that have served Oklahoma City for 106 years.
Very rich legacy
Very rich
of
history,
service to
you know.
this community.
Think about orphans walking on the street and then what it's grown to today. So we're really anxious to welcome you to your new home. But on behalf of the City of Oklahoma City, thank you for our partnership and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Really
Thank
appreciate you
you
being
for
here.
all you have done.
Thanks.